Drew Alba alongside head coach of the Wall to Wall Suites, Colby Watilo, for Countdown with Colby. First off, how do you like the name?
I love the name.
Okay.
You killed it, Drew. It's it's fantastic. We had Colby's Cuts when I was back for Whitman in the spring, so now we got Countdown with Colby. I love it. It's
Colby,
great.
What was Colby Cuts all about?
It was basically me making some sort of prediction or hot take or having some sort of take about college baseball or baseball, and that Steven Dahl, our announcer there, would eventually get to it at some point over 27 innings. So
hot take. You got a hot take for the series coming up?
The weather's kind of hot. I don't know if it's a hot take.
Maybe 3 wins for the Sweets.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's hot either.
Hey,
though.
let's go. Let's go. We're going to try to start it off with 1 win tonight and see where we go from there.
2 of 3 against Springfield. You drop the third game, but you do take 2 of 3, and then you come here. Extended road trip. How do you keep some of that momentum going on?
Yeah, I mean, I think there was obviously, the end of the Springfield trip didn't end up how we wanted it to. But I think we kind of got to the end of that game and we were able to take a step back and say, hey, we played a really solid opening weekend of baseball. Obviously, getting 2 wins on the road in the West Coast League is something to be proud of. And so I think we just show up today knowing, hey, it's a new weekend, what we did, or a new week, I guess, knowing what we did last weekend. It is what it is, and now we move on and kind of keep our eyes pointed forward to what we have. A big one for us, right? The rivalry, the Battle of the Basin, right? First rivalry weekend for us. So I think the guys are excited to be here, get and see a new ballpark. A lot of these guys already during batting practice are talking about how seems like a cool place to play. They're excited to get the gates open and get the fans in the building, and we'll see what we do from there.
Talked about the Battle of the Basin a little bit. It's been actually split the last couple of years, so this is going to be the first time. It's a 9-game set over the course of the season, so someone has to win this year. Right. The Sweets versus the Pippins. You know anything about the other side? What are you looking out of them?
I think they're trying to get things on track a little bit after opening weekend, right? A tough weekend for them against Wenatchee. And so they have a good mix of guys. I think they have some guys that are in town. They have some guys that are getting pretty consistent at bats in the lineup, and so it'll be interesting to see if they run a bunch of the same guys out there. They were getting after it in BP, so is it the same guys out there? Do they give other guys a run to try to spark something in the lineup? We're getting a pitcher to start who hasn't thrown yet this year, so no real information on him outside of what we could do on our own digging. And so, it's for the guys. It's trying to let's control what we can control and play our game and know that if we play what we're capable of, it should add up to a win.
We're here down the first base line, and walking right behind us, was Nakoa Moses Gomera. He's going to be the starting pitcher for today. Did enter once in relief, but you put him on the starting mound tonight. What went into that decision making?
That was kind of the plan. We honestly, when we had camp for the first 3 days before we took off for Springfield, we had our first 6 games lined out of what we wanted to do starting wise, and so that outing for a couple of the guys, you'll see Alex Jennings tomorrow. Kind of used him in a similar way. Got him on the mound in a short relief stint against Springfield. Is really for them to get their feet wet. Now that when they take the mound on their opening, their first start of the year, it's not the first time they've seen the mound already this summer. And so for Nakoa, for Alex tomorrow night, just an opportunity for them to get settled in, kind of work through maybe some jitters here. Nakoa threw a lot of innings for the community college. He's used to starting. But for him, it was, a little bit maybe bigger environment than what he's playing in the NWAC circuit here in the Northwest. And for Alex, he played in some good environments with Colorado Mesa and got some innings, but not a ton of consistent innings. And I don't believe in a starter role. And so for him, it's a new setup as well. So know those guys' talent's going to take over, but yeah, it really was last week getting their feet wet, and now we're ready to go out and shove it in a starter role.
Yeah, it should be fireworks out on the bump. By the way, firework night tonight.
Come on.
Are you going to watch?
Oh, of course. We're going to keep the guys around. Nice. We'll let them lay out on the grass and
there we go.
Enjoy the fireworks. That's like the fun thing about summer ball, right? You got the fireworks shows. You have different theme nights with different places that we go. We're obviously not looking ahead competition-wise, but you get the travel itinerary for next week to Portland Pickles, and they've already got their theme nights.
I've heard they're rowdy,
They've already got their theme nights lined out, and so that's kind of the fun about the summer ball experience as well. Is hey, let the guys enjoy it. Let them interact with the fans. Let them be a part of all the events. Let them see these towns that they probably have never seen or been to before. And so I'm excited that they get to have some fireworks at the end of the night.
There we go. 7:05 first pitch, Yakima County Stadium here. A 3-game set with the Pippins, and then travel back on Friday. First home game. I'll ask you quickly about that. Are you excited to see the fans?
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah. No, I know that front office staff and everyone's been working incredibly hard to get everything ready for that night. They're still working out at the ballpark today when we left town, and so I can't wait. Walla Walla, there's no place better than that to play summer baseball. The fans come out, they support us incredibly well. Even last night at Food Truck Night where we made the appearance, like, great fan turnout there, and a lot of people excited about Sweets baseball, so it'll be fun to see them at home at Borleski.
There we go, head coach Colby with Countdown with Colby. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Drew.